Hi, my name is Milagros Lovett, and this presentation focuses on Adverse Childhood Experience, also known as ACE, and how building resilience during early childhood can positively impact development. So, moving on to our next slide is slide 2, Introduction to ACE History. This original ACE studies was conducted in the 1990s by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and Canister. I'm not sure what the name was again. The study found a strong connection between childhood trauma, such as abuse, neglect, and household challenges, and long-term health outcome. The more ACE a person experienced, the higher the risks for physical and mental health became later in life. Next slide. Slide number 3 is development period. For this presentation, I selected early education, which includes ages 0 to 5. This stage is important because children's brains are developed very rapidly. During the time children begin forming attachments and care with caregivers or like parents and teachers of such sort, which influence their sense of trust and security. Their environment plays a big part in shaping the emotional, social, and cognitive development. Next slide is a little bit about early child care and especially responsive to resilience building because of high brain plasticity, meaning the brain is very adaptable. This stage is sensitive to both positive and negative experiences. In child psychology, we learned that every experience creates the foundation for future development. Because of this, early intervention can help prevent long-term emotional behavior challenges. So here are some key points that I talked about. Next slide. Long-term impacts. Some key points were low risk of anxiety and depression, improved academic performance, stronger social and emotional skills, better coping and stress management. Supporting children early can reduce the risk of long-term mental health issues. As anxiety and depression, it also improves schools' relines and academic success. Children who receive early support and to develop strong social skills, better emotional regulation, and a healthier way to cope with stress. So overall, long-term impacts, how it's like impacting the child, you just want them to be safe overall. And then here I put some examples of ACE. So some of the examples include physical, emotional neglect, living in a household with substance abuse, or exposure to domestic violence. Another common ACE is parental separation or instability. These experiences can lead to toxic stress, which can interfere with brain development and increase the risk of how long-term health and behavior problems. This slide is about protective factors and it's a tongue twister for me. The protective factors are what helps children build resilience. These include safe and stable relationships with caregivers, consistent routines, a positive adult role model, supportive environments like school or daycare centers also playing a big role in this. The connections to what we've learned about secure attachments in children's psychology, for example, in a daycare setting, having a predictable routine and support teachers interacting can help reduce stress and build resilient. Build like a relationship. Next slide. This is child agency. In early childhood, children still rely heavily on adults, so their independence is limited. However, they can still take a part in building resilience. They can learn to express their emotions, practice simple coping strategies like deep breaths, and building trusted relationships with their caregiver. Adults play a key role in guiding and supporting this progress. And then in my conclusion, early childhood is one of the most critical stages for development. Adverse childhood experience can have long-term effects on both mental and physical health. However, research shows that resilience can be developed through supportive relationships and stable environments. This connects to key points in child psychology concepts such as brain development, attachments, and environmental influence. Early intervention can significantly improve a child's future outcome. Okay, so now here are some future directions. These are the sources. Sorry, wait. Oh, I skipped a slide. Let's go back. I can't go back. Maybe if we can